In today's show, Bitcoin falls to 2-week lows as $6 billion in options are set to expire tomorrow on Friday. In today's show, I'll be breaking down the latest technical analysis and what's likely next for the Bitcoin price. As you can see, the 53K level has to become support to gain bullish momentum, but don't panic because the overall structure is still heavily bullish. And as Plan B points out, when in doubt, zoom out. Sage advice. Also breaking news, NYDIG CEO just confirmed that governments, aka sovereign wealth funds, are inquiring about buying Bitcoin. This is a pretty big deal. Checking out the latest tweet from Max Kaiser. Bitcoin's energy consumption is designed to bleed the legacy financial system of energy. Not only is Bitcoin perfect money, it's also designed to obliterate fiat by starving it of energy. Bitcoin is perfect energy use while also being perfect money. Dude, just Bitcoin. Also in today's show, on-chain analyst Willy Woo says, seriously, strong long-term hodlers are buying the Bitcoin dip. He tweeted, anyone selling right now is cray-cray. Seriously, strong long-term holders are buying this dip. I'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. Also more breaking news, investment giant Fidelity to launch a Bitcoin ETF. Could this be the first Bitcoin ETF to be approved in the United States? And if so, how would this impact the crypto market? We'll be discussing this here in today's show. Also in today's episode, Michael Saylor says Bitcoin is a screaming buy and predicts that Bitcoin could hit $5 million. That's right. In a new interview, he goes on to share, I can see Bitcoin going to $1 million. I can see it going to $5 million because if it simply replaces all the indexes as a monetary index money, why shouldn't it go to 100 trillion in market cap or something? I'll be breaking down all the highlights for you right here in today's show. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the major altcoins are currently in the red and correcting. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day, so be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And before I kick off today's show, March 31st at 8 p.m. Eastern, it is going down. Crypto's next $1 trillion coin live event with Tika Tiwari. Back in 2016, Tika picked Bitcoin at $428. And if you were to listen to his recommendation, you'd be up over 120x because Bitcoin went on to become the world's first $1 trillion crypto. Now Tika believes he discovered the next $1 trillion coin and he's going to be revealing it live during this event. To register and RSVP, click the link right down below. It'll take you here. Simply enter your best email address and click the yellow button that says sign me up. Bitcoin breaking the $1 trillion barrier sent other cryptos into what we call escape velocity, delivering stunning returns from 1,200% to 38,000% plus. And these are actual returns from some of Tika's best picks. And Tika says this next $1 trillion coin is about to unleash a wave of gains in a tiny handful of other coins. You're not going to want to miss it. So go ahead and click that link right down below. And I look forward to seeing you there. All right. Welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. We have a lot to discuss, so let's dive right in. Bitcoin's price has been in a retreat, down 20% since the recent all-time high at about $62,000 back in mid-March. As crypto markets are frequently volatile, this may very well be another normal pullback within the current bull cycle. Corrections are needed to generate strength for further upward momentum as markets can't go up in a straight line, obviously. Additionally, a record $6 billion in expiration of options is expected tomorrow on March 26, which often brings some volatility. It's also quite common for the market's momentum to shift momentum once the options expiration date comes and goes. And again, this is happening tomorrow, Friday, the 26th. Now, the 53K level has to become support to gain bullish momentum. You're looking at the 4-hour Bitcoin chart right here on your screen. The 4-hour chart shows an apparent downtrend since the recent all-time high at 62K with bearish support / resistance flips. Regardless, Bitcoin's price has rejected the critical resistance zone at 56,500 in the latest rally after Tesla announced it had started accepting and holding Bitcoin in the United States for its vehicles. As that price level couldn't break for more upside, renewed tests of the 53,000 support zone were inevitable. Given that the 53,000 support zone has been tested multiple times in recent weeks, it became likely that this level may not hold this time around, which it hasn't, and therefore the price collapsed on March 25th and dropped to as low as 51,500. How low do you think we're likely to go in this correction? Let me know in the comments right down below. Hence, Bitcoin's price must now regain the 53,200 and 53,800 area to revive any bullish momentum in the near term. If that doesn't happen, it is likely to see more downside in the next support zone between 49,500 and 51,500. However, do not panic because the overall structure is still heavily bullish. As you can see here on the one-day chart, the daily chart for Bitcoin still paints a bullish outlook, showing consistent higher lows and higher highs. In that perspective, a correction to as low as 44,000 could still mean that the bullish construction remains valid. And in that regard, Bitcoin's price currently has massive support between 49,500 and 51,500 and is unlikely to fall further. Additionally, the bearish divergence isn't confirmed until the market starts to make lower lows and lower highs below 44,000, as previously stated. Now, interestingly enough, the dollar is showing renewed strength once again, as the yields are also running up substantially, so it's not surprising to see risk assets falling, namely commodities and cryptocurrencies as well. A rebounding US dollar is typically bearish for crypto markets, particularly in the short term, but this latest uptick in the dollar is likely temporary because it's entering strong resistance. Moreover, the structure still shows lower lows and lower highs, meaning that a trend reversal should be expected relatively soon. Thus, if the dollar's momentum is halted, the crypto markets and more upside for Bitcoin becomes likely. Now, for a possible scenario for the king of all crypto, you're looking at the 4-hour chart, which shows Bitcoin in a downtrend in which a retest of 53.2 and 53,800 will likely be rejected. Therefore, more downside is the most likely scenario in this current price construction in the near term. The green zone shown in the chart is the area to watch for a potential bullish divergence or immediate bounce. If such a move occurs, the ideal scenario for the bulls would then be to establish a higher low. Once such a higher low is established, Bitcoin's price will be primed to continue climbing, with the next points of interest at $68,000 and $82,000. So do not panic. I love this sage advice from Plan B. When in doubt, zoom out, because we are still bullish as a mofo, if you're to ask me. And checking out the latest from Documenting Bitcoin, breaking news, NYDIG CEO just confirmed that governments, aka sovereign wealth funds, are inquiring about buying Bitcoin. This is uberly bullish news for the king of all crypto. This is the game theory built into the Bitcoin protocol. If one government embraces Bitcoin, other governments around the world have to do the same. So hopefully it creates some sovereign wealth fund FOMO as governments around the world start to embrace cryptocurrency. And checking out the latest tweet from Max Kaiser, he wrote, Bitcoin's energy consumption is designed to bleed the legacy financial system of energy. Not only is Bitcoin perfect money, it's also designed to obliterate fiat by starving it of energy. Bitcoin is perfect energy use while also being perfect money. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Dude, just Bitcoin. And Max Kaiser's short-term target of 77,000 is in play, and his year-end Bitcoin target is 220,000. Let me know if you agree or disagree with his bullish price predictions. And before I break down our next story of the day, on-chain analyst Willy Woo says seriously strong long-term hodlers are buying the Bitcoin dip, as well as breaking news of investment giant Fidelity to launch a Bitcoin ETF, as well as Michael Saylor saying Bitcoin is a screaming buy and predicts Bitcoin could hit $5 million. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market. You can see Bitcoin correcting down 10% for the day, trading just above 51,000. Let me know if you think that 50K support will hold or if you think we'll continue correcting even lower. We have Ethereum down almost 9%, trading under $1,600. Polkadot down a whopping 18%, trading at 29 bucks. Theta down about 9%, trading under 12 bucks. BNB down 13%, trading at $230. And as you can see, it's just a sea of red as all the major cryptos are currently correcting. All right, now let's break down our next story of the day. On-chain data expert Willy Woo says long-term Bitcoin holders are quietly accumulating Bitcoin while it corrects. In a new tweet, the on-chain analyst highlights that Bitcoin holders with very little history of selling are scooping up the flagship crypto asset even as it continues to consolidate. Checking out his tweets right here. Anyone selling right now is cray-cray. Seriously, strong long-term holders are buying this dip, as you can see right here on your screen. According to Willy Woo, on-chain data suggests that an unannounced US-based institutional investor could be behind a large Bitcoin transaction that contributed to the decline of the total balance of Bitcoin on all exchanges from about 2.43 million to under 2.42 million in a single day. Checking out his other tweet right here. The first chart is coins being scooped off exchanges. It's mainly Coinbase, meaning a US entity, and at the scale of the withdrawal, it's likely an institutional yet to be announced buyer. And the second chart is coins moving to strong hands with minimal history of selling. And CryptoQuant supports Woo's thesis that a high rolling entity is buying Bitcoin in bulk, as the on-chain analytics platform shows that on March 23rd, 14,666 BTC worth over $800 million was withdrawn from crypto exchange Coinbase. As CryptoQuant tweeted right here, 14.6 thousand BTC flowed out from Coinbase in the last hour. This huge buying activity comes as Bitcoin enters its 11th day of consolidation after printing an all-time high of $61,683 on March 13th. And at this time, Bitcoin is currently trading just above $50,000. And before I break down the latest breaking news of investment giant Fidelity to launch a Bitcoin ETF, as well as Michael Saylor saying Bitcoin is a screaming buy and predicting Bitcoin could hit $5 million. First, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting just above 1.6 trillion with 158 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and current Bitcoin dominance back on the decline at 59.8%, and the current Bitcoin market cap now under that $1 trillion milestone. And now checking out the top gainers within the top 100, we have Pundi X up 20% for the day and 144% for the week, trading at 0.008. QTUM up 13%, trading at $8.33. Filecoin up 7%, trading at $92, and Voyager token up 5%, trading at $4.43. Now checking out the top losers within the top 100, we have Theta Fuel down 20%, trading at 40 cents. Phantom down 15%, trading at 33 cents. Polkadot down 18%, trading at $29, and Uniswap down 17%, trading at $26. Now out of this list of the biggest gainers and losers, which altcoins in particular are you most bullish on right now? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 60 in greed. Yesterday was a 65, last week a 72, and last month a 94 in extreme greed. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a buying opportunity, aka BTFD. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. All right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Fidelity to launch a Bitcoin ETF as investment giant builds its digital asset business. That's right, Fidelity Investments is preparing to launch its own Bitcoin exchange-traded fund as the investment giant works to cement its clout in the market for digital assets and virtual currency. FD Funds Management, a subsidiary of Fidelity, said on Wednesday that it plans to provide financial backing for an exchange-traded fund called the Wise Origin Bitcoin Trust. Now, this is a pretty big deal as Fidelity currently has $4.9 trillion in assets under management. If this was to be the first ETF approved in the United States, this could send the market parabolic. The firm filed a Form S-1 with the SEC, a preliminary registration statement for the fund. Fidelity confirmed that it filed a prospectus to sponsor a Bitcoin ETF, but said it could not offer further comments because of the preliminary nature of the filing. The ETF, if approved by the SEC, will track the performance of Bitcoin as measured by the movement of the Fidelity Bitcoin Index, a barometer the investment giant established to track the price of the digital currency. And whether the SEC approves the plan remains a mystery. The regulator has not to date granted any company permission to create a Bitcoin ETF, arguing that the market was not ready yet despite a growing number of applications. The SEC last week acknowledged the Bitcoin ETF proposal from Van Eck, and although the Fidelity-backed trust does not intend to sell Bitcoin, it will use the cryptocurrency to pay certain expenses, which under current IRS guidelines will be treated as a sale of such digital currency. And to be sure, Fidelity's bid to back a Bitcoin ETF is far from its first venture into the expanding world of digital currencies. It established Fidelity Digital Assets back in 2018, a subsidiary that has since deployed its crypto custody and trade execution operations. The early endorsement was enough to draw clients ranging from institutional investors like hedge funds and family offices, according to its top executive. So yeah, let me know if you think a Bitcoin ETF in America is likely anytime soon, and if you think Fidelity with $4.9 trillion in assets under management could be the first in the United States. Now, before I break down our final story of the day, Michael Saylor says Bitcoin is a screaming buy and predicts Bitcoin could hit $5 million. But first, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 720 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. I have a daily letter which goes out to over 30,000 subscribers every single day. To subscribe, visit letter.cryptonewsalerts.net. Also have a blog I update daily, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. It's important to follow me here in all these communities just in case I was to be delisted or deplatformed like they're doing to many crypto influencers, then we're still able to connect and communicate. Also, be sure to smash that subscribe button right below this video in the description to receive daily premium crypto news alerts. You can also follow me on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes. You can also follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is Crypto News. Yes. And for those of you active on Facebook, I do have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy. To join it, click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, I do have a private crypto Telegram chat, which is uncensored. To join it, click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. side. All right, now let's break down our final story of the day. MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor believes the 7-digit price tag is in Bitcoin's future. I agree. I feel it's 100% inevitable. It's only a matter of time. And in a new interview with FamilyOffice, Saylor says the flagship crypto asset could appreciate 100-fold to reach a price of $5 million per BTC. Quoting him right here, I can see Bitcoin going to $1 million. I can see it going to $5 million, because if it simply replaces all the indexes of the monetary index money, why shouldn't it go to 100 trillion in market cap or something? Saylor, whose company MicroStrategy now owns 91,326 Bitcoin, points out that the flagship crypto asset is currently a screaming signal to investors, and this is aided by rapid expansion in the money supply globally and the dominance of its blockchain network. Quoting Saylor right here, "In my life, I've never seen something that was such a screaming signal. You've got a 200 to 300 trillion addressable market. You've got a problem. Money is not sound. You've got engineered, thermodynamically sound money. You've got a dominant network. Everybody's decided it's the network. It's exploding. The signal that is exploding, it is growing 200% a year, every year for 12 years running. That's the signal." That's right. Bitcoin has been appreciating on average 200% per year for 12 years straight. So I couldn't think of a better omen, or as he points out, a better signal. Saylor predicts that the flagship crypto asset's growth rate is unlikely to be replicated by the FAANG, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, Google, tech behemoths going forward, making Bitcoin a better bet. He goes on to share, "Now, do I think Apple, Amazon, Facebook, or Google are going to buy up by a factor of 10 from this point? Not really. I think they're plus 20, minus 20, plus 100. Maybe they will double. Maybe they will triple." Saylor adds that Bitcoin's potential became far easier to understand following the economic fallout and increase in money printing that began early last year. Quoting Saylor, "Bitcoin got to be a much easier trade in March of 2020, and every month since March of 2020, it's been de-risked exponentially, and then the need is exploding." And to watch this entire interview, check out the show notes below the video in the description. Now for a quick recap of what I covered with you right here in today's show. Bitcoin falls to 2-week lows as 6 billion in options are set to expire tomorrow. On Friday, I shared what's likely next for the Bitcoin price, breaking down the latest technical analysis. And as Plan B reminds us, when in doubt, zoom out. That's right. Don't panic. And as Document and Bitcoin shared this breaking news, NYDIG CEO just confirmed that governments, aka sovereign wealth funds, are inquiring about Bitcoin. That's right. This is the game theory built into the protocol. Also shared the latest from Max Kaiser, as well as on-chain analyst and statistician Willy Woo, who says seriously strong long-term hodlers are buying the Bitcoin dip. As he points out right here, anyone selling right now is cray-cray. Seriously strong long-term hodlers are buying this dip, and Crypto Quant confirms what Willy Woo just shared. Also in today's show, I shared breaking news that Fidelity to launch a Bitcoin ETF as the investment giant builds its digital asset business. Also in today's show, I shared that Michael Saylor says Bitcoin is a screaming buy and predicts Bitcoin could hit $5 million. So where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And real quick before I go, it's going down March 31st at 8 p.m. Eastern. Tiketwari's next live event entitled Crypto's Next $1 Trillion Coin. He's going to be revealing the name of this cryptocurrency absolutely free during this live event. You're not going to want to miss it. So go ahead and click that link right down below. It'll take you here. Simply enter your best email address and click the button that says sign me up. Once you do, it'll take you here and you have the opportunity to get on Tiketwari's VIP text message list by entering your mobile phone number. And as a free bonus, you're going to receive access to his crypto corner valued at $2,500, as well as his concierge text reminder service. So go ahead and click that link right down below, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.